back to the last video of this little series. For those that are just joining us, my name is Jasper Cobb, and I was asked to go over the more nuanced rules of this game. The general video has already been done. This is more fine-tuning of everything. The last bit we're going to go over is the goals, how you actually win the game. Now the goals, these particular goals have many different references, some of them generic, some more specific, so I'm going to be going over them, telling you what you need to win, and if there's any references that are specific that people might know or might not know. And with that, once more into the breach. Now the first set of goal cards are the ones with the pink border. The first set of cards are more generic fantasy stuff. Army of Darkness. And some of these are instances where you can win if you have a creeper in front of you, but you must have that creeper and nothing else. Army of Darkness, you need the Undead Army and the Dark Lord. Fortunately, all these things have pictures of what you need in front of you, so pretty easy to understand. The Dungeon and the Dragon. Very popular tabletop RPG, generic fantasy. You got Queen's Castle. At some point on almost any fantasy adventure, you're going to come across an elf, and they're going to take you to the Queen. So, nice little count right there. Castle's Dungeon. At some point, someone is going to be thrown into jail and rescued from jail. Hopefully. Next set of goals, right up on stage. Pirate's Gold. You need to have the dreaded pirate and the trove of treasure. Very classic for all your treasure hunting needs. Private Adventurers. This one's kind of interesting because you have 4 of any of the heroes that's on the card. The Wise Old Wizard, the Gallant Swordsman, the Humble Young Hero, the Inconceivably Smart Fellow, the Helpful Elf, and the Dwarf Warrior. Any 4 of those and you win the game. Just how any fantasy party starts. Captured Princess, another classic. You need a beautiful princess in the dungeon in front of you to win this one. And then the final showdown, the most standard of all fantasy tropes. The humble young hero, the chosen one usually, taking down the Dark Lord. That's these gold cards right here for the generic fantasy stuff. Cake's Nail, great way to actually meet the party because the most cliched thing for adventurers is meeting in a tavern, as any tabletop RPG player will tell you. Next one is you have 2 of these magic items, the magic wand, bag holding, the ring, and magic sword. And the unicorn princess, you need to have the princess and the unicorn. Doesn't get much simpler than that. Now coming into the more specific fantasy tropes. Dragon Rider, humble young hero, and the dragon. Representative of Dragon Rider's Return and the Inheritance Cycle by Christopher Paolini. Which, honestly, to be fair, riding dragon would be really, really fun. Really, really cool. Now for these next 2, they're for your Song of Ice and Fire or Game of Thrones fans. I Drink and I Know Things, need the Inconceivably Smart Fellow and the Tank of the Veil. And the Dragons, need the Beautiful Princess and the Dragon. Representative of Tyrion Lannister and Daenerys Targaryen, respectively. The next 3 gold cards are actually pretty interesting because they represent The Princess Bride, which is one of these seminal fantasy movies that everyone quotes at some point. As You Wish, you need the humble young hero and the beautiful princess. The Battle of Wits, you need the Inconceivably Smart Fellow and the dreaded pirate. And I'll most likely kill you in the morning, the humble young hero and the dreaded pirate. Nothing says fantasy like trying to get someone killed in the morning. Now these next set of 4 cards represent the Harry Potter franchise. The Wand Choosing the Wizard, you need the Magic Wand and the Humble Young Hero. School of Wizardry, you need the Castle and the Cranky Magic Teacher. Masters of Magic, you need the Cranky Magic Teacher and the Wise Old Wizard. And Fantastical Beasts, you need the Unicorn and the Dragon. Now, the last set of cards are going to be interesting because they mostly revolve around J.R.R. Tolkien and his work in The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. Some might seem a little bit more on the generic side, but he made them a little more popular, if you know what I mean. And with that, let's go ahead and go into And with that, let's go ahead and jump right into the last set of cards. These next 3 cards represent the Hobbit. The Dwarven Gold, you need the Dwarven Warrior, and the Treasure Trove, representing the Lonely Mountain and all its riches. The Dragon's Hoard, you need the Dragon, and the Hoard of Treasure represents Smaug and his greed. And has Steal from the Dragon, you need the Magic Ring and the Dragon, representing Bilbo and how he managed to do his stuff. Now, the next stuff is going to be a little more meaty because it's going into the Lord of the Rings, and that is a dime and a half to get into. The Ring Bearer, representing the time that Frodo volunteered to take the rings to Mordor, needing the humble young hero, Frodo himself, and the Magic Ring. You have My Axe, when Gimli volunteers to go with him, represented by the Dwarven Warrior. Classic scene from the Fellowship of the Ring movie and from the books. You Shall Not Pass. You need the Wise Old Wizard and anyone of evil, the Dark Lord, or the Army of Darkness. Any of those will do, and any of those represent anything that you want to have in that game, so have fun with that. And the last 3 goals represent the final parts of the Lord of the Rings series. They owed me a favor, needing the Army of the Undead and the Gallant Swordsman, representing Aragorn and his going to the mountains to get the undead people to come help him with the battle. Unexpected Friendship. The Dwarven Warrior and the Helpful Elf. Fighting side by side with the friends, not always a bad way to go out. And the Future King, Gallant Swordsman in the Castle, represent Aragorn and him taking back his rightful place as king. Thank you all for coming and listening to me jaw on about all these different cards. Hopefully they've been helpful to you. I'm grateful for the opportunity I had to speak to all y'all about this. And hopefully we'll cross paths again someday. Until then, happy trails.